open the jar, you take out the
tip off,
Gabal.
we'll take that W and hand you a loss. Break your ankles on the cross, on God, I'm that raw. Off the bounce, leave you on the first step. It might be a long night for you without some double team help. Or the whistle from the ref, I'm from the school of hard knocks. Watch how I hit them with a shimmy when I get them on the block. We talking nothing but hoops, the floor general and it's true. Spot up in the corner, man, you know I'm gon' shoot. Or slam like an alpha, I'm beastin' like a boss named Hefe. Trapping on the baseline, you escape no way. A baller like Kobe wearing 24 and y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel, with Mr. Slam and Alpha Dog 2 and Pure Waves with the best sports book too. If you wanna show support, give us a view. Call this an NBA jam. If you a super fan, hit the bell is what you do. Be off the bounce, check up, level off the bounce. Let's get it.
He's on fire. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bounce, boys. We got a humongous game. We got a big game. Alpha, how you doing, man?
Man, I am excited. We have a huge slate tonight. Little disappointed the Yankees just got halted in the ninth inning with a huge lead. If anyone had any run lines in that game, you may get in some trouble. But besides that, excited to dive into the NBA Finals. BBB, how we doing?
It's finally the finals, guys. After some bunch of blowouts we saw throughout the conference finals.
The last game was good.
Okay, it was still a blowout the entire game, and they made it a game at the end, and we had like 2 seconds of a good game.
Yeah, true.
I'm hoping we finally get some good games throughout the entirety of it. And I think we have a good opportunity because I think we got some good matchups, and I'm pumped to break it down. I'm hoping for a good finals here, boys.
I think we all are. Slam, how are you doing, man?
Doing great, man. I'm hyped. I love the NBA. I've been killing the NBA, and we all been killing the NBA. So let's jump into like a quick overview of the whole finals. Like let's do like your quick predictions on who wins it all. Celtics are Warriors are currently minus 150 to win the whole thing. Celtics are plus 130. What I noticed is the Celtics are getting slammed right now. They opened actually at plus 140, all the way down to plus 120 now to win the whole thing, which is crazy to me. But what do you guys think, man? I'm opening up the floor. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. BBB, question for you. Do you think the Warriors offense can outscore the Celtics offense for the duration of the series? I think that's the biggest thing for me. I think the biggest question to me is the Celtics offense. Can they score with the Warriors offense? I think that's the best kind of way to look at this here. Do you think there's value in taking the Celtics for the series?
I do. I honestly do. I think that the Celtics may not have the better offense than the Warriors overall. I think the Warriors have the better offense, but I think when you look at the most complete team, I think we look at the Celtics. I think the Celtics, they're better defensively, and then they do have a good offense. It's not better than the Warriors offense, but when you look at the team, they're just more well-rounded. So I love the Celtics in this spot as far as the whole series. I do think you might be able to get them at a better price sometime in this series, but I'm comfortable laying them, at plus money to start the series off as well.
Yeah, man. So one thing that I think that would hurt the Warriors is turnovers, right? You saw in the series against the Mavericks, they could have swept the Mavericks, but games that had the most turnovers, they struggled in. And Celtics are no joke, man. They're a great defensive team. If the Warriors start turning the ball over a lot and a bunch of mistakes like that, I think it's going to be some problems there for the Warriors. And as far as Celtics, man, big man wise, they shouldn't have a problem. You saw last series, the Warriors were dominating in the paint. Should have some problems here with the Celtics, man. I'm seeing probably that's why the Celtics are getting hammered right now. and overall, I was looking at the head-to-head matchups. Celtics have dominated. I forgot the number, but I'll mention it later once we go over the game. Real quick, guys. I see.
One quick thing, Sam. One quick thing. We have this whole show has been 4 cappers the entire time. We've had BBB as our guest. But, man, I know Hefe's been out. He's been doing some classes for some certain things. Are you able to possibly tap into his company phone? Are you able to get him by any chance? It feels weird doing this show.
Let me try. Hold on. Here, wait, hold on. I got it. Let's see what he's doing.
Oh, I think you got into the phone.
What is he doing?
I don't think he even knows we can see him. Yo, Hefe, can you hear us?
I don't think he sees us.
Yo, Hefe, you got off the bounce right now. Hello?
What?
I don't.
What's going on?
What up, dude? Welcome to the show. Where you been at?
What the hell is going on? How'd you get into my phone?
Company phone. How are you, man? We're actually going over who we think's gonna win.
Not cool,
the
man.
championship.
Not
Over
cool.
the series.
Not cool.
We need to know your thoughts. Give the people your thoughts. Let's go.
Who wins it and why?
It's fucking raining. It's a storm. I'm trying to get home, and you're in hacking into my phone? Not cool. When I figure out which one of you did it.
It wasn't me.
Not cool, guys. Not cool. What's up? What are we talking about? NBA Finals? We got a Warriors game one tonight.
Oh my god.
We at least have his connection for there. We got at least enough connectivity to get that out of Hefe.
Hefe, real quick, because your connection's really bad. Who do you like to win? The whole thing.
I think the Warriors get it, but I see this series going above 5.5 games. So I actually really like that bet. I like this series to go 6 or 7. So if you can find that bet like for over 5.5 games or 6 or more, I would take that series bet. I don't think there's a way that this series goes 5 or below.
Do you know what the odds are when you last saw it for that?
I was like minus 180.
Oh, okay. It's pretty
Juicy. But I do like that. I don't think either team is going to sweep here or get it done in 5. Hefe, we appreciate you for jumping on. I know you're driving. We won't keep you because your connection is horrible, or else we would try to keep you. But good to see Hefe. Glad to get him on here. He'll be back for the rest of the NBA Finals. So just today, we will not have him for the rest of the show. But I'll go over my prediction because everyone did but me. I think the Celtics actually get it done. I think they're the team of destiny this year. I think they have the right guys in the right places to win the championship. Go over more when we get to the breakdown tonight.
Let's jump right into it, boys. People are waiting. If you guys are watching, retweet, like, and comment. Alpha is monitoring their chat. BBB is looking at the chat. We'll give you guys a shout out. Going into today's game, Celtics versus Warriors. Line is currently up to -4. The total is actually all the way up to 213.5. It's steaming, boys. It opened at 210.5. It's continuing to rise here. Let's talk about the total a little bit. I think the total would be probably easier to go over here. Both these teams can have great offenses and great defenses. No one really sees the defensive parts, but I mean, Warriors have a great defensively, and Celtics are great defensively as well. So,
absolutely,
guys, what do you like here? The over, the under? I know a couple trends with the unders in game one have been pretty high. I think hitting at like 63%. I gotta look it up real quick. But Alpha, going over to you first, man. What do you think about the total?
For sure. I like the under in this spot. It's not an official play for me. I like a side on this one better, but I definitely lean the under here. I think with a lot of days off, we might see the Warriors come out a little slow, especially in the first half. So I do think that'll impact the final score number and the total here. I think that'll majorly affect this game. More to come on my side with that, but kind of think back to last night's hockey game. I know it's a completely different sport, but the Tampa Bay Lightning were off for 9 days? They came out completely flat, had no energy in that game. I could see the Warriors having a similar first start here. I know it's the Warriors. I know they've been here before, but I still think this one's going to go pretty safely under the total. BBB, what do you think?
Yeah, I lean the under. I'm not going to have a plan on it either, but I mean, just the fact of you got the finals, the jitters. Clay's first time being back in the finals. You know, he didn't play for 2 years, and then you got this whole Celtics team that this is their first time breaking through. Al Horford's first time in the finals. It's just there's a lot of energy, a lot of nervous energy. And the Warriors have been here before, but it's also been a while. I think that there's going to be some of that, little bit of that nervous energy. You're at home in front of your crowd. I think just all around you got a lot of nervous energy, and I think, like we said, there's a lot of trends for it. So if I had to make a play, I'd say probably under, but I'm going to lay off this though.
Yeah, let me read a trend. I found the actual trend for this one. Okay, so in the past 10 postseasons, when a total increases by 3 or more points, the under is 37, 18, and 2, hitting at 67%.
Fade the steam.
That's a good rate.
Fade the
But
steam.
I'm going first half under here. I like the first half under. Both these teams haven't played. They took a little break there, so you could get a little slow start, and the Warriors are a second half team, and they go off in the third quarter there. So I think first half under is a really safe bet. You can get it 104.5 right now. It might move. So I would wait closer to game time. It might go to 105. I see some at 105 right now. It might go to 105.5. So I'd wait closer to game time if you do like the unders.
I like it. You know what? Let's move on here. Let's each give just one prop for now. I'll start with mine. My favorite prop on this game kind of bounces off like in the under here. I think Draymond Green's points are going to go under tonight. I think he's going to have to be a major facilitator, and he's not going to be an offensive big scoring participant in the whole series. I think the whole series we're going to see his points stay low, and he's going to be moving the ball every chance he gets it. It's sitting at 8.5. Get it at -115. It's by far my favorite prop on tonight's slate. BBB, a resident prop expert.
The prop god.
The prop.
Yeah. All right.
Prop god. What do you got?
I am going to be rocking with Kevon Looney under 9.5 rebounds. We saw him have a pretty big surge there in the Dallas series. But when you look at his numbers outside the Dallas series, he's gone under this number in his last 10 games every single time, all 10 of 10. So, he had a great series against Dallas. That's awesome. But I think, the step up in competition in the big men is going to be a lot. I think, having super athletic guys like Williams down low, it's just going to be a different ballgame. Not that Kevon Looney can't still have some type of success, but I just don't think he's going to be going over 9.5 rebounds in this one.
Cool.
He's my favorite prop.
Slammy, we need one prop.
I agree with you, BBB. I'm going to fade this guy pretty hard. Andrew Wiggins. He had a hell of a series against the Mavericks. I don't think it will be that successful this series against the Celtics here, man. You can get his line at 15.5. He actually opened at 16.5. It dropped out on a 15.5. I like his under rebounds as well. Points PRA under as well. I'm stacking his unders. I just don't think Wiggins is going to be that good this series. He's going to be matched up with either Smart, Brown. He's going to have some problems, and I just don't think he's going to come back to earth. So Wiggins under, stack it. That's my favorite prop for today.
I like it. Do you boys want to give me your favorite side in this game? Because that's where my official play is. You want to dive into that? Guys, I think you kind of get the gist of where I'm going, but how I've kind of been talking about everything the whole game. I'm all over the Celtics tonight, guys. All over on the +4. I'm also sprinkling on the money line. I think the Celtics are going to shock a lot of people in this series. You're seeing a lot of weird odds when you compare it to the ESPN, BPI, and a lot of other predictors, a lot of different simulating predictors that a lot of them have the Celtics as heavy favorites in this series due to advanced analytics and how this team plays defense and the different ways they can score in volume from the starters and the bench. I think they're going to be a real matchup problem for the Warriors all series long. You're going to get them at +4 tonight. I don't think you're going to get them at a +4 for the rest of the series. I love the Celtics this entire series. Give me the Celtics on the money line and the +4. BBB, what do you think?
I couldn't agree more. I think that people are overlooking, some of these matchups that they have there. They have the, reigning defensive player of the year as a guard that can help to, limit, keyword limit, because you're not going to shut down the Splash Bros, but you can definitely limit them, and that's the keys to winning these games. And I think, if they can limit some of them and force their role players to, be the stars, then they have a really good shot in this one, because, then even the role players, I think they'll struggle as well, because like we said, the rest of this defense is really good. Throughout this whole year, it's kind of gone under the radar because they started off so bad. We've seen that in every other sport. The Reds, they start off the year absolutely horrible, and people still fade them every single game thinking they're this 3-20 team. Well, they've won they're like 15-6 in their last, however many games. That's kind of what happened with the Celtics. They started off horrible this year, and I just feel like people can't take them as serious contenders yet. And here we are in the finals, and I still think there's some serious contenders. We're seeing a guy like Jason Tatum, rise to the top of superstar in here, and I think this could be his moment. This could be his moment to be like one of the core superstars in the league if he can get this title here. And I think they do. I'm going to be taking the +4, and I will be sprinkling on the money line as well.
Look at the path that they've had to get here. Look at both teams' path to get to the finals. I know you can't always judge by that, and people are saying Boston's had a lot more tax and a lot more wear on them from their 7-game series, but Boston's played some really good teams with some really good players. They're taking out the better teams, and you're seeing time and time again, they can compete with any team in the league. I expect us to see that again.
Yeah.
Slam, give the people your thoughts.
Yeah, I like the points here with Celtics. I'm not going to say they're going to win, but I think they'll cover. Celtics are a really great road team, 25-1 against the spread in the last 26 road games. Warriors are a great home team, so you get a little balance of both here. Road teams in this matchup, head-to-head, 11-5-2 against the spread in the last 18 meetings. So whoever's been on the road has dominated here. So I like the Boston Celtics plus the 4, and it's getting steamed up here. So you're getting a lot of public action riding the Warriors. And a cool trend to keep in mind, Hefe mentioned it earlier. I don't think the Warriors have lost a game 1 in the postseason, right? Is that what he said?
I believe it's in the finals. And all the years that they've finals runs, they have not lost game 1.
Yeah, that's a good trend. So I'm not saying the Celtics are going to win, but I think it'll be a close game. I think we do get a Celtics to maybe win outright or lose by like 2 or 3 or something like that, man. So I think the Celtics are good enough to keep pace. And something you noticed about the Mavericks, their role players did not show up, and I trust the Celtics role players to keep them in this game, and I trust the Celtics offense more than anything. So
the Celtics are such a different level.
100%.
It's not comparable. It's just not comparable. The level of talent on the Boston Celtics roster compared to the Dallas Mavericks roster is uncomparable. We're going to see a really good basketball game tonight. Either way, I'm excited for it. I don't think we'll see a blowout. I think for sure we're going to get a really good game from start to finish. I'm excited for it. But boys, is it about that time to go into best bets and give the people what they want?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Let's get it, boys. Wade to LeBron. Best bets. Let's get it. My favorite play tonight is going to be the Boston plus 4. Also sprinkling on the money line. And my favorite prop tonight is Draymond Green under 8.5 points. BBB, what you got for the people?
I am right there with you, Alpha. My favorite play of the night is going to be the Celtics plus the 4, and then sprinkling on the money line. And my favorite prop by far is Kevon Looney under 9.5 rebounds. I'm going to go hefty on that one there, so lock that one in. Slam, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking Celtics plus the 4 here. Deciding if I want to make it a 2-unit play or not. I'm going to wait closer to game time. Could still be moving. If you like the Celtics, I would wait closer to game time. If you like the Warriors, take it now. But as far as the total, I'm playing first half under 105, 104.5 maybe. One of those is fine. Player props, I'm taking Wiggins under points, under rebounds. As far as Celtics side, I'm taking Marcus Smart over 14.5. I like the Celtics here, and whenever the Celtics do well, it's because of Marcus Smart. So I think he has a big game tonight. And another problem, let's throw another prop here. Thompson under 20.5. Are you guys on that one?
I am too. I'm on the under as well. I didn't give that one out, but I'm definitely on play under 20.5 tonight.
I like that one as well, boys. All right, man. Well, that does it for Off the Bounce for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. As always, boys, we'll be back for game 2. Peace.